Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation. Man up.
A place where we inform.
Manifestation.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
You gotta eat what you kill. You gotta go out there. You gotta hunt for your meals.
We all have that ability to connect with people, to be that motivational person in somebody's life.
You gotta let people know there's certain lines you don't cross, and that there's gonna be consequences if you do.
Man up.
If you are an adult and you are in a relationship, that person's emotions are not your responsibility.
Man up. Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
The devil, during slavery, destroyed the masculinity or manhood of the so-called Negro. No man. No man. Right now you got to be trained all over again to be a man.
When someone is obligated to do something, it is binding upon them to do it. And failure to do it causes reaction.
Man up.
Position make you rich. I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life forever.
If black people knew their glorious past, if black people knew their glorious past, if black people knew their glorious past, then they would be more inclined to respect themselves.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation. Man up.
A place where we inform.
Manifestation.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
You want to tell me about yourself? Go get your friends. I'll tell you who you are based on who your friends are.
Don't just live and die. That's an ugly existence. Make your life matter. Make your life count. Live a life where people can actually mourn you for the things you left behind, not just because you were around and existed.
We need strong black nuclear family.
Yes. Yes.
That's what it is. Mother, father, son, daughter, all in the same house with a focus on the family unit as a whole.
We had Tulsa, Atlanta, New Jersey, Detroit. We had Rosewood. We had Black Wall Streets all over.
The Republicans aren't for us, but the Democrats aren't for us either. And we should have no alliance to any political party. We only have alliance to what is in our own best interest.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation. Man up.
A place where we inform.
Manifestation.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
At the end of the day, as men in the community, we must stand together and be counted, because people look to us for guidance, leadership, and protection. And if we are not about that business, we are not on our job. Here we have grown-ass man conversations in the spirit of that purpose. Anthony Malcolm, Bobby Drake, Major Gage, we are. This is Manifestations 2020.
Manifestation. Man up. Manifestation.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
Yeah, what's going on? It's your boy Major Gage. I'm in the building with my partners, Anthony Malcolm and Bobby Drake. We are Manifestation 2020. What's good?
Yo.
We in y'all ready?
Yes,
it's gonna get lit this week. We going in, man. It's gonna be yet another phenomenal show. Gotta shout y'all out, man. It's been a long week. A lot is going on out here. Before we get to it, do y'all have any quick shout outs or acknowledgments you'd like to make?
Go ahead, Bobby, because I got something that I have brought up a little bit later. Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Nothing to report on this end. All is well. Hope y'all fellas had a good, solid, prosperous week. Hope the rest of the family did too. Y'all go ahead, get yourselves comfortable, get something to drink, a little something to eat on, and kick back, relax. We about to get into some business like we normally, regularly on schedule do. You know what it is. What's up, man? What you got?
All right. So I've been noticing, I don't know if you guys been noticing, but I've been noticing a lot of degenerate behavior from women when it comes to dating criminal-minded men.
Mm-hmm.
That whole bad boy image. Somebody that I know, this woman had sent me an article about the girl who ended up being a correction officer, and then she ended up saying something like, I can't wait to get in there, so I already know who I'm gonna have sex with and things like that.
Yeah.
And then other women have been sending me articles about women being in relationships, going to the jails to marry guys and do all this other commitment. They had, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the case of Young Thugger.
Yeah.
The YSL.
Yeah.
Well, one of the guys on there was facing 21 charges, and the lawyer ended up getting with the dude, and now is having his baby.
Yep.
So I saw
married and all.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that stuff, and I went to Googling something, and I saw a guy in the comments said a word, and I was like, wow, that really hit me, because I didn't know what the word was.
The H word?
It's called
hybristophilia. Yes, sir.
You know about it.
Dude, I'm telling you, right? Look, we have to understand that because
before you break that down, let me let the people in the audience know what that is. All right, so it is a paraphilia in which a person experiences sexual attraction and interest in individuals who have committed crimes, such as offenders or delinquents. It was coined by John Money in 1986. The term comes from a Greek word meaning to commit an outrage, a prefix filio, having a strong affinity. This phenom is also known as the Bonnie and Clyde syndrome, and is sometimes referred to another name called stereophilia. So I don't know if you guys are affiliated with that term, but I looked that up, and it's the difference between the first one and this one is female only, characterized by attraction and unsavory characters. It is similar to the other term, except the subject of the attraction is not only a criminal, he does typical, however, possess several antisocial tendencies. So more commonly known as a phrase for going for the bad boys or such variants. I just wanted to share that with you guys, but you could go ahead and cook on that.
Yeah, that's wild. Go ahead, Bobby.
I'm gonna need to get into that other term. That's good to know as well too. But
no,
and for the record, because this is a lot of scientific talk, and psychological talk. A paraphilia, because you mentioned the type of paraphilia. A paraphilia is basically what they would consider to be outside of the norm sexual attraction. So that will include things like pedophilia, being attracted to young children, ephebophilia, an attraction to children that are older, so your early teens and then your solid teenagers. That would be your necrophilia. You got a thing for corpses and dead bodies. That would be your I forgot what the term is. It's probably for the best, but your scatophilic, or the people like playing with doo-doo during sex, whatever. Any sexual attraction or arousal that is considered outside of what is normal. That's what a paraphilia is. Like the paranormal, the supernatural. Yeah, same thing. Paraphilia. Because there's not a whole lot of emphasis or real focus, or I would say sophistication when it comes to mental health in our community, there's a lot of stuff that really flies underneath the radar.
We finding out, yeah.
And the thing is, we see these things all of the time. But the problem is we don't fully understand it because we don't have a wealth of information. We don't really have proper spotlight and attention on these things. And because we don't take mental health and mental health care seriously, we don't get a proper knowledge and understanding of a lot of these things. But it's basically the same as if you go to a movie theater and you're looking at a 3D movie without your glasses on, everything looks crazy. It's like, it looks weird, or it doesn't really get your attention. The minute you put the red and blue lens on your face, it's like, oh my God, it's a whole other world up here.
Yeah.
A lot of us see these things all the time and don't understand because some of it is so normalized, which is scary all by itself.
That is scary.
We don't really understand what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Even some of the things that we do see, we don't confront, because how many times do we hear stories about people having pedophiles or femophiles in the family, and then we'll just plays it off, or they don't bother to get no help, they don't report them, they just simply say, just don't let your child sit on Uncle So-and-so's lap, or
it's crazy, bro.
Make sure you keep cousin Joanne away from the boys, whatever.
It's way too much tolerance. Facts. Yeah. We're gonna get into that.
Hybristophilia. One day we're gonna have to talk about some of these out the way things.
Yeah.
But hybristophilia, I would say, is probably NFL all-star defense ransacking this community.
It's
killing it.
It's all over the place.
To dudes from this lifestyle are crazy. And that was ridiculous, that story, because I sent you that story too about that that lawyer getting with that boy. We have these accomplished women. They're intelligent, they're highly educated, they have the degrees to back it up, they're tops of their field, they're making big money, successful, all the metrics. These are also the women that we're told that men are intimidated of, they're afraid of, men don't want to do. This is what we're told.
That's what we're told. That's what they say.
But yet, when we take a look at their choices, in a lot of cases, we see these same women drawn to things that you would think they left behind with their rise through society.
You would think
drawn to ratchet tendencies.
Yeah,
they bang the ratchet music more than anybody else. No one's the biggest bad bitch than them. They're the biggest dope queen. Go ahead, let me put this in your face.
Yeah,
they do it the biggest and the loudest, more than the hood roaches out there.
And while we're at it, a lot of them are the people right on your thread, on your Facebook and your Instagram that we know. We'll get to that. We got a very long show, but
but to be continued. That's a teaser. We gonna chop this up. This up.
Definitely. In fact, in keeping of the spirit with women who are attracted to criminals. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you did this, Bobby. I wasn't gonna do this, but we could just go ahead and set it off where it need to be set off from. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me put some Crisco on the griddle right quick. Go ahead.
Oh man!
What a surprise! The amount of people on Instagram is remarkably low. I wonder who's behind that. I wonder who's afraid.
So this is textbook narcissistic, obsessive compulsive. I don't know. There's so many disorders. I'm running out of titles because the number of people on Nicki Minaj's Instagram is low. That means somebody's behind that. It can't just be that you're cold and nobody's listening to your ass no more because you ain't had a good song in 10 years. It has to be because somebody's behind that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm with you, Bobby. If I had the power, I'd do it. You know what I'm saying? I'd ban your ass if I had the power.
I have the answer, Mr. Gage. I have the answer, Mr. Gage. I know who's behind it.
What you got, Bobby?
Mr. Gage, I think the persons responsible would be Dateline NBC's Chris Hansen and Law and Order Special Victims Unit because they come after her husband. But you didn't hear that from me.
Hey, shots fired. Shots fired. Bruh, I mean, the level of narcissistic asshole complex you must have to get on IG, and then she has some later videos where she's insinuating that Jay-Z's behind it. Man, you just cold. You ain't making no good music. And I keep talking about these artists that's out here that are just relying on antics to sell an image and ain't putting out no quality products. You supposed to be the queen of hip hop. You ain't had a good sounding song since Moment for Life. Fuck out of here. That shit with Lil Baby was mid. The shit with Lil Uzi Vert, I mean, maybe the homosexuals like it. I don't know nobody else to listen to that shit.
Her beefs have been hitting the charts more than her music has.
That's what I'm saying. Every day we come and we see you on Twitter sounding like a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? She's snitching on people on Twitter. She done snitched on who did she snitch on? Some was it Brick Baby? No, not Brick Baby. One of those Cali dudes. You know, he said something. Oh, is that a threat? And she goes and she tags somebody that's sitting in the House of Representatives. Oh, we'll handle it for you. I mean, she's literally publicly snitching.
She is #1, about to go diamond on the Billboard drama charts.
Come on, bro.
I don't know about the music charts, but for the drama, for the nonsense,
yeah,
the hemoglobin, the nonsense. Oh yeah,
she's
big time running the boards.
Big time. And that's corny as fuck, Nikki. That's why your ass ain't got nobody on your live. And then I even listened to the live. It was like she did try to do one later when Ray J and Amber Rose was over at her crib. She's just not very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, okay, when is this? Where's the excitement? You know what I'm saying? At least Cardi B, you call it what you want to call it. Cardi B is funny. I don't like either one of them, but Cardi B is funny. So she at least has something, some type of redeemable value. Well, okay, I can watch this person. I'm not going to get annoyed. You know what I'm saying? Well, I will get annoyed.
She has a personality. It's not my type of personality.
Exactly.
She has a personality.
She at least has a personality.
Nicki Minaj has flows written by other people, and then she gets Tourette's syndrome.
Get facts.
I will say this. I think a lot of people don't understand, and this is why I say men and women say things and then do the opposite of what they've been saying or demand the opposite of what they've been saying.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed that we have all these people want to isolate themselves, and the notion is I got boundaries on people, and you know, you got to limit your space around certain people and all this.
Yeah.
But yet, when you're out here as a celebrity promoting boundaries and you're having issues with people, and you talk about how you got to put your boundaries up on people and isolate yourself so that way you could keep a sane mind, that's the same way your audience is looking at you when you out here raving and ragging and doing all of this bull crap. People want to put boundaries on you. They don't want to consume all that bullshit. So when you come online and you're seeing your ratings drop, that ain't got nothing to do with you being shadow banned. You ain't out here building a community. You ain't out here saying some positive stuff. You out here laid up with a pedophile who does more damage in the community than help it. So what the government got to do to shadow ban you? You are part of the government, to be honest. We're looking at you as an industry player. So there is no set agenda to shadow ban you. They are shadow ban all these other girls out here that's doing phenomenal work and doing like Rhapsody. They'll shadow ban Rhapsody before they shadow ban you.
Thanks.
We got so many women out here that's promoting and doing great work that they can just wait, pull their energy on to push back on them than you. So when you seeing this decrease of influence or this decrease of attention, that's because you are the one creating that atmosphere. You're bringing chaos. People don't want chaos. We're living in a time now where everybody wants to live a peaceful life, live life, enjoy and have fun. They don't have time for that negativity that you're going out here starting beef and everything like that. They deal with that. Your audience is targeted to more of the lower income and everyday people who are around proximity violence all the time. So they see all that drama in their household. They hear all that clapping on the streets. They don't want to come online and be having to deal with your shit. So they'll tune you out.
Facts.
Playing on that.
No, it's all facts, man. And just like I say with some of the other people who come online whining and bitching and moaning, the Moniques of the world, and this look, I get it. Some people have problems. They did people wrong, whatever the case may be. But bruh, at the end of the day, you want resolution, don't you? Okay, what the fuck we gonna do? If Jay-Z did something to you, sue that motherfucker. Why we gotta hear about the shit? We don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, go sue them. I get so annoyed with that shit. The first place a nigga want to run when some shit happens is to the internet and tell everybody. Why? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no damn sense. And I Nikki, I don't know what's going on with her, man. People say, allegedly, she be hitting the nose candy a little bit. And she, to be quite honest, she acts like it. I don't know if it's true, but good God, she acts like it. She is unhinged every time I hear from her. And it's like, dude, like you said, people protecting their peace from you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, the thing about it is, you got all this money and resources. The reason why you can't sue nobody is because you have more shit in your closet that's going to come out than they do.
Yeah. How about that? That was a big one. Hold up now. Hold up. And coming with the ratchet. That's what I'm talking about, though. He ain't told no lie, y'all.
That's what
these celebrities.
They say when you go out for revenge, make sure you dig. You can do that. Make sure you dig 2 graves, one for them and one for yourself. So
facts. And that's the thing about these celebrities that nobody understands. And I'm very glad that you made that point. And it really is like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna move on a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I almost feel like I'll be remiss if I talk about one of these birds and I don't talk about the other one. So what the hell?
Is right. I feel like people can have an opinion, but I feel like people have just been dogpiling me with insults, with things that I just that I cannot correct. But for people to dogpile on me over one song, and when it comes to dogpiling, it's not even just like, oh, well, I don't like this song. Because if you don't like a song, fine. But to come out the way I speak, to make narratives of how I think I am and who the I think I am, to talk about every single piece of me, to bet on my downfall is crazy. Like there's grown men that are practically betting for me to lose. Grown ass men that I never did nothing to, betting on my downfall. The dogpiling on me has been a little bit just too much. I've been feeling like I've been getting jumped for like 2 weeks.
Oh, no, not like how you jumped those girls at the strip club in Queens over your community husband. No, it couldn't be like that. Or like the dogpiling of another artist orchestrated by the industry in your label. The downfall that you happen to be the beneficiary of.
Man, shout out to Pink Book Lessons, man. Let me tell you something. Pink Book Lessons be spitting. Everybody on here needs to go follow Pink Book Lessons if you're not right now. She got a part of that conversation that I just wasn't able to get. So I took the excerpt from her video. I edited it a little bit. But again, very much the same tone of the Nicki Minaj video, but a little different, right? Because she's whining because she put out a whack-ass song. That Imaginary Player shit, I told you that shit was garbage. It was a turd blossom. I told you straight up and down that's what it was. And people are panning it so much and dragging it so much, and it flopped so hard. She felt like she had to come out and say something about it. And it's like, bro, you just making it worse, because she's whining there about people talking about her accent and this and that. And you could have an opinion, but you ain't got to just keep dogpiling. You see, she learned a new word, dogpiling. You just keep dogpiling. Everybody's just dogpiling. She learned a new word this week, y'all, dogpiling. The song is whack. And what's so bad about it, you went and sampled a classic song. What is considered to be a classic song in hip hop. And so, of course, people are going to naturally draw comparisons. Jay-Z, as much as I dislike Jay-Z, Jay-Z is a very eloquent speaker. He's an extraordinary rapper. You understand what I'm saying? And he did his thing on that song. This is a barely literate roach trying to come up here and emulate what Jay-Z did back in the 90s. And it just fell flat. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And then, I just don't understand how you feel like it's people's duty to like your shit. People can have the opinion. They don't have to like the song, but then you go on ranting and whining about the shit that they said regarding why they don't like the song. People got to get off this opinion police shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, people don't like the song. They thought it was whack. That's what it is. Move on. Do better next time. Let's see you put out an album without, like we just talked about with Nicki, with all these antics. You know what I'm saying? Because every time she's supposed to put out an album, she get pregnant. Every time she's supposed to get out an album, she have legal trouble. She get into a beef with somebody. It's always something that prevents her from dropping an album. Maybe you're just lazy and you don't have the talent to put out an album. Maybe your writers left you, like Nicki, allegedly. You dig? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all got. That was outrageous to me. And Bobby, what y'all got?
It's wild to be to call yourself an artist, to call yourself a public figure, period.
Yeah.
And you make it painfully obvious that you have an issue with being scrutinized and gouged. Look, the whole reason, in part, that you get paid like you get paid, that you get the access that you get, you're able to go on these red carpets, get these elaborate deals and sponsored things that the average person cannot have.
Right.
Yes, it's because of your songs and your music, whatever else you do. But a large part of that is because you are willing to be in the public eye.
Yes.
You are subject to scrutiny. Paparazzi popping up all over the place, taking your pictures, covering every single way you go. Your fans that are interested in you, that want to know about your life, or the critics of your music, your art, whatever the case may be. Part of the reason you get paid that big bank is because of your level of exposure.
It is.
That's why a lot of people who are rich, they don't want to be famous. They don't like being famous. You get way more done behind the scenes, out the way,
right,
behind the curtain, than you do in front, because it comes with its own headaches and its own problems. But in a lot of respects, you don't get the same perks and benefits. It's no matter what, you got to give up something. Right? You can't have it's not Burger King. You cannot have everything your way. You got to get up off of something. If you're going to be that public figure, that public person, that means that you're going to have to be exposed out there. Your life is up for dissection. Hate it or love it. At the end of the day, if you can't accept that, I don't know why in God's name you would torture yourself like that. I don't know. I saw an interview that a brief amount of an interview that John Cena did with the Breakfast Club, and tip my hat to him. He was there, one of my favorite wrestlers. I actually get more fun out of booing him and wishing for him to lose than I do from actually watching him. Right. I dig with his business sense, and he seems to be a pretty dope person in real life outside of all the shenanigans. And he went into, they asked him a question, something about how he deals with fans or whatever. And he said it used to bother him early in his career.
Yeah.
He said now that he's where he's at, he's actually grateful for everything. He said there was one scary moment where he's driving and some fans recognized him and they literally cut his car off. Like they drove in front of him, cut him off on some GTA Grand Theft Auto stuff. They ran the car and said, "Hey man, we need to pay." And he got protected because he had his girl with him at the time.
Yeah.
And he said he was really thinking about, letting that thing go off. Because you run up on him, but he said he paused, he took a deep breath, he sent himself. He got out the car real quick before they can get too close. He's like, "Guys, I understand you want to take pictures. I'll be happy to give you guys a picture, but in the future, y'all can't do something like that again. That's crazy, man." And so they're like, yeah, we're sorry. We're just really big fans. Like, I get, let's go take. But he took a picture, he signed some autographs them real quick. It's like, now go, please don't let me see you again. And he said old him would have flipped out on that. But he said, I'm grateful because if it wasn't for fans like that, I couldn't be where I am, doing what I'm doing, and getting what I'm getting.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for them. If you can't have that mindset, you don't need to be in the limelight. And that's with people running up on him like that and his family out the blue. This heifer is bothered because people are trashing a song that she has. It's only been out for about 2 weeks.
That was garbage. It should have been trashed because it's garbage. We put garbage in the trash.
Grow the hell up. You don't got no problems.
She's a child. She's a child, bro.
And she speaks like one. I'm not knocking on her level of intelligence. I'm talking about her maturity level. She's a child.
Yeah.
I've seen some slow people that's mature. That's mature. Yeah. Maturity ain't got to do with intelligence. She's not very bright and she's immature. She loses on both ends. Pick a struggle.
Ridiculous. Yeah. It's hard to watch, bro. And that same mentality that Nikki had in her video, what bothered me the most about her video, oh, I'm showing up, so you're supposed to be there because I'm here, so you're supposed to be there. I put out a song, so you're supposed to like it. What's the title of the show? We're talking about creepy obsession and the entitlement attitude. I don't know if it gets more entitled than that. Go ahead, Ant. What you got?
I don't know if you guys noticed that both of them have a cult following. You know, I don't know what.
Sadly.
Yeah, I don't know what Cardi B's group is called, but I know Nicki's is the Barbs. And she has been so obsessed with making sure that the Barbs have her back regardless of if she's in the right or wrong, you know, and a lot of the fans, you know, you guys instigate a lot of the stuff that they got going on. You guys are you guys are the ones that are helping it to carry on instead of, you know, checking them, you know, because you guys want to be that person so bad. You're living life through them, you know. So when you look at these two, they're similar. They're both degenerate. You know, one is married to a pedophile. The other one has been doing some real sick, bad behavior, you know, dragging and drugging guys and making them have sex with trannies. These are ill, low energy, moral women. You know, and they have the loudest voice right now because they're amplified because the industry has also put a battery in their backs as well. So, you know, you got to tread lightly when you see these type of women and when they're doing shit like that, man, it's collectively, like I say, if we back on that, I wish we were back on that code of conduct we had back in the 1920s, because fuckery and foolery like that, those type of women would not be the ones that would be projected out here or looked at as a poster child for women. As if you're looking as a Spanish woman, you shouldn't have no woman like that being the poster child for your country. And if you're somebody from the Caribbean islands, you shouldn't have somebody like Nicki Minaj being the poster child for your island like that. You know what I'm saying? You want strong representatives to show the people in the world that you have people that are like this, not like that. So when you guys go out there, they're gonna look at you. Oh, you from Trinidad or whatever. Oh, you like Nicki, or you know, you come from this Hispanic. Oh, you like Cardi. So now they already having a negative aspect or perspective of you, and that's just not how we fully function. So, you know, just moving forward, man, we just need better representation of women. And like when we had that special guest on our show, Bobby's friend, I asked her, like, you know, name me some women that, you know, that people would idolize, should idolize like that or look up to, you know, and she couldn't name it. So she kind of directed the focus to say, well, you shouldn't be idolizing anyone. Not really, because when you come up, everybody has a hero or somebody they look up to. Even your children have heroes. They look up to you as your parents. They look up to you as their hero. They want to be like you. They want to idolize you. They want to run in that same wave. So when you're coming up, a lot of the productive women that's around our time now, those are the ones that came up off of Claire Huxtable. Those are the ones that came out here and wanted to be like her, and they end up living like Claire Huxtable. You know, shout out to the girl that I follow. I'll land my plane on this, but I just found this girl today, and man, when I tell you, she kind of exudes that Claire Huxtable stuff with her husband. I know you follow her, Major. Her name is Sheena, and She makes these, I don't know if she's a chef, but she makes these gourmet meals for her 4 children. And when I tell you, man, the amount of Black excellence that she exudes, the luxury she gives these children, and the husband is there. So I was like, man, that's something so dope and so positive. You need more women like that, man. So I had to follow her because I bumped on her page today, and I'll land my plane on that.
That's what's up, gang. You ain't told no lie, man. We need a lot more sisters out here drawing lines in the sand and pushing back against these damn hood rats. There's an infestation of hood rats right now. And unfortunately, a lot of them are in the media. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that a little more lately. I want you to hear this bullshit. You have to hear this bullshit. This was fascinating. I really want to share this.
Marriages are starting to be more prevalent. Okay, I know I look a mess, but the message is still the same. Women are tired of men's shit. And it's just crazy that they rather marry a knowingly gay man and let him do what he does than to deal with a straight man. Women are taking lavender marriages over dating a straight guy any day. And that's crazy. So they still get the husband, you know, they still get the house, the, you know, bills paid, whatever. But it's like they're marrying their best friend. Somebody they don't have to sleep with unless they want to. So they don't feel the pressure of having to sleep with that man every night. Like, I don't know. Who's going to sign up for it? Not me. I got a man.
Women are so full of shit, bro. Like, yo, I that's some made up shit if I ever heard of it. What the fuck is a lavender marriage? Now they back to making up shit. They in a liberal bag now. They just making up shit. What is a lavender marriage, and who the fuck is signing up for it?
Another word for being it's beard. They just switching the term.
I'm just saying that's very wealthy women, or that's women who are maybe doing this with very wealthy men, like say Tyler Perry, allegedly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what they say about him. You know, he was with, you know, Kanye's wife, allegedly. The regular everyday woman is not signing up for no goddamn lavender marriage. Ain't never even heard of that bullshit. She pulled that out her ass. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying.
She also, and don't miss what happened, she also made sure to say at the end, I'm not doing that. I got a man.
Yeah.
So she basically said, that's for you lonely birds.
So she says. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these chicks be saying they got dudes and they don't really got dudes. But it's just for clout.
Yes, but even still, that's still telling, because even though she's trying to push that to help put that out there, she's still not sipping on the Kool-Aid herself. She's like, yeah, this is great. You should try it. It's not me. So even she knows that that's not OW.
This is what I'm saying. If you got a man, what the fuck you making this dumbass video for? That's bird brain babble 101.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch women like that.
You do.
They'll say that they got a man, but in actuality, they're just saying that to see what the reaction is, to jump on it. It's like playing a safe role to see how it go, and then you be like, yeah, girl, I'm on it. If it pops off. If it don't pop off, you be like, hey, I got a man. So, you know. So it's very, women can be very strategic about how they send messages and how they want to play the game. So, because even when she puts her finger in her mouth, like, that's a way of thinking about it. Like, and then she be like, oh yeah, but not me. I got a man. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch women like that. They are very strategic about how they play the game. The thing about that whole thing with her saying that, it's bullshit, because, you know, at the end of the day, I don't care how much a woman sit back and say that she don't want to have sex with that particular man. She will still go out there and get banged out by a man regardless. You know what I'm saying? So they say stuff like that, but in the end, at the end, you're still playing around with what you say you don't want to play around with. And when you look at in depths of that type of psychological bullshit, it's really saying lavender marriages ain't no such thing. They're trying to push this thing out there where they want to have roommates that will benefit them financially and still go out there and rumble in the trash can and do all their little horror shit and get away with it. So they get to play on both sides of the field without any consequences, breaking down to the old term, having their cake and eating it too. Because all the women want to do now is to get the financial benefits, to show out and compete with other women, to try to act like they're the best woman out here, getting all the resources. And then, you know, they ain't got to kick out, they ain't got to cook no food, they ain't got to do none of that, they ain't got to answer to nobody and do all this bullshit. But at the end of the day, when shit goes spiraling down and they crash out and get in the situation, why you don't protect black women? Where the men at? You just sat back and sidelined them and told them, move out the way, give me what I need to give me and let me live my life. So they're going to be like, all right, go out the way and live your life, but don't come back looking for me. And I'll let my life.
And look, it happens all the time, almost hourly. This shit blows up in their faces and they're still talking this dumb shit online. And at this point, with chicks like her in particular, it's not even her that's the issue. She's clearly a bird brain. I'm talking about the people who are following her and reposting her. And we have some of them right on our Facebook thread. And I told you, and like some of them, I thought they weren't that bad. And then the stuff they've been posting lately, like, you are just dumb as a box of rocks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the fuck? I don't want some of these women around anybody that I know that's a female. You dig? Because they're just that damn toxic and they don't even fucking know it. They think they're so enlightened. The fuck you talking about? Bruh, it's crazy, but it's out here like that. So, yeah, man, I had to share that because, again, you know, the attack on the family structure. Why are you promoting this type of shit? You know, it can't be as a warning to us because what man wants a woman that would marry a gay man because she did so poorly with men? What man wants that chick? What are you talking about?
It's not feasible because you sit here and complain about straight men being gay when they don't fuck with you. So why would you lay up with a gay man that don't make no fucking sense?
It doesn't. But this is the thing.
It's the ultimate white flag of surrender. You have gone this far. You are that beyond saving. There is no hope for you.
God.
It's basically the cats, the pot of plants, or this, or dynamo. This. That's where you are.
It's sad. It's really, really sad. But this is what we have, and this is why I caution young women: don't listen to these bird ass bitches online. Don't do it because they come up and they say stupid shit like that. They have nothing for you.
Who you get your information from matters.
Yeah,
it matters. It's not an innocent thing.
This woman is out here literally setting people up, bro.
Yes, women will give you fucked up information, and then you take it. And then they'll be the first ones to laugh at you when the shit blow up in your face.
Or hit you with that. Or hit you with that. Well, I was saying this, but I didn't say you should do it. I mean, you didn't have to listen to
me. That shit was painful to watch.
You guided me right into the sinkhole.
Yeah.
What you mean you didn't? Girl, so you can't think for yourself?
Shout out to Bobby for sending that one with the... When you sent that one with the girl who sat back, said that the men in her family steered her away while her mother was telling her, yeah, you could be an independent woman, don't worry about that, you'll be all good on your own. And the men was like, nah, don't move in with that dude, you know what I'm saying, find that right guy and do it the right way and all that other stuff. The mother said, hey, if it don't work out, you got your own car, your own money. And she was like, nah, I ain't listening to my mama. I listen to the men in my family because they know better.
There you go. There you go. I love it. You know, fellas, all of them ain't stupid. I know online it looks very misleading, but all of them ain't stupid. You got some very solid sisters out there. Find them, and they're going to be easier to find because you got all these chicken heads running around talking bullshit. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for trending celebrity news. Take it away, fellas.
Yeah, Bobby, I know that's your little piece right there. You know what I'm saying?
We have a strictly professional relationship, all right?
I know you do. I know you do.
I'm a professional.
There you go. There you go. That's what it is. All right, so we got to talk about this, man. This is lighting up the internet, bro.
Of relationship that we had suddenly it's more beneficial to say fuck Vlad, even though there's never been a bad situation with us ever. In fact, our final conversation it was a 3-way call between him and Jamar. Godfrey's like, yeah, man, so let's just like take like a week off or something, 2 weeks off. And Jamar's like, no, man, we're quitting the show. We're not coming back. We're not coming back. Tell him, Godfrey. And then Godfrey went along with Jamar at that moment, when really his first instinct was, no, let's just take a break. We cool. The whole thing, even with the whole thing about talking with Farrakhan was his idea. When we first had the conversation, he said, yeah, I know one of Farrakhan's relatives, and I think I could hook up that conversation and so forth. And I'm like, all right, well, if you want to hook it up, go ahead. Suddenly, when he got backlash for that, suddenly, oh, fuck Vlad. So yeah, man, I just think Godfrey's a punk. Point blank period. That's your man, but that's just how I feel. You brought him up, by the way.
And scene. That's why you got security, because someone's going to run up on you and fuck you up on sight, because you're doing a lot of damage to the black community. I don't walk around with that, because I'm not a fucking bitch. I'm not a horrible human being. I don't suck the blood out of black communities or any community and clown them and fuck black women and shit on black men. I don't do that. Traumatized black women, fuck you, dog. Traumatized black women that don't like us, fuck guys like you. So you should be happy that half of us are irresponsible, because you wouldn't have shit. You fucking with the wrong man, dog. I'm telling you, because I'm not a punk, I'm not a bitch, and motherfuckers fuck with me. And I'm telling them to leave me the fuck alone.
And scene.
And
shout out to the homie Godfrey. Shout out to Godfrey for that. That would deserve some applause. I am so glad that somebody out of all these handkerchief head ass niggas that keep going on Vlad TV, I'm glad that somebody just told the shit like it is. Fuck Vlad. It's just fuck him. Fuck him. Why do you niggas keep watching that shit? How many times this nigga gotta say slick shit, do slick shit, get niggas indicted? How many times that shit gotta happen before you hoe ass niggas stop going over there? Bruh, you can build your own shit. Why? It makes my head explode every time I think about it.
And the crazy part is, I used to think that it was for a check.
It is for a check. It is.
And no, now it is. I watched I didn't watch the most recent one, because he did one I think as recent as like 8 weeks ago, 2 months ago with him. But I saw the second to last interview that he did with Lord Jamar. That was supposedly the interview where basically they kind of mended the fences with each other, whatever.
Yeah.
And I listened to about maybe 3/4 through that one, and they was talking, and Vlad revealed he told Jamar that basically nobody was getting paid because he couldn't afford it. He was talking about the amount of money, because he has like several studios. He has a studio like where they do the filming. He has a studio like that in LA. He has one like that in New York, and I think he has one like that in Chicago. And he's like saying the amount of money that they were spending on just those studios, plus the staff, he couldn't afford to pay anybody. They didn't start paying anybody, I think he said, until about maybe about maybe 4 or 5 months before that interview with Vlad. So basically, Ninjas wasn't getting paid for Vlad interviews before last year, at least. So all these dudes you see that just can't stop going on that show, they literally were going on just for the love of attention,
just to be seen, like an Instagram spot.
Wow, that's what I thought. Especially with all the heat around him and going on and showing how all these dudes getting jammed up, I would have thought that, okay, well, they must be selling they bussy hole for some paper, whatever. Nah, they going for the love of the sport.
he has been paying niggas for at least a couple years. I don't know exactly how long, but he said out his own mouth that he pays niggas to go on this show. So I don't know.
He two-timing with the lingo then.
You know how that shit go. You know what I'm saying? But the point of the matter is, some of it is definitely for pay, but like you, even worse, if you just going on there and cracking open your booty hole, you're not even getting no damn money. You understand what I'm saying? You a hoe. We got all these male Instagram thoughts running around. They just want to be seen.
You a true athlete. You don't do it for the money. You don't do it for the money. You don't do it for the. You do it for the love of the game. I love the game, and I love the hustle. I love showing up to DJ Vlad and busting over the barrel and spreading the cheeks.
Dog.
But if I leave the studio, the fans still gonna love me, man.
I don't know who's worse out of him and Adam 22. You know what I'm saying? It's like Adam 22 just got 66 niggas indicted. It's Adam 22 in jail, and you dumb niggas still keep going there. Fuck out of here, man. Like, yo, this shit just don't make common sense, bruh. How many times this nigga had to violate y'all? Say something slick about Farrakhan. Say something else slick about this person. Something else slick about that person. Something slick about FBAs. And you hoe ass niggas still watching Vlad and still going on Vlad. How many niggas have been indicted? Come on, bro. Y'all got to be smarter than that. We shouldn't even be having a conversation about Vlad. And I'm glad that Godfrey put that in his rant. Look, you heard the part where he said, well, luckily, not, you know, a lot of us are not responsible enough. You understand what I'm saying? To basically get rid of your ass. If we was, you wouldn't have shit. And we need to clean that up.
And I know
why is it that in black society, and I'll land with this, in black society, every time you look up, when you look at who's running shit, it's a white fucking face. Black people are the culture. Black people are hip-hop culture. Why are we going to Vlad to tell stories about hip-hop culture? Why are we going to Leor Cohen to sign record deals and Lucien Grange? Why is the goddamn program director at every hip-hop radio station in the country somebody white? Why is the owner of BET somebody white? Fuck is wrong with you niggas? Like, I don't get it. It drives me up the wall because we have accumulated enough wealth at this point for all of us to have our own shit.
Yeah.
Right or wrong. If we put it to work. Go ahead, Ant.
Nah, I'm saying you're right. You know, that's one thing why I always said that from day one. Why the fuck niggas going on Vlad? I don't like Vlad. Fuck Vlad. I've always been on that. I've been talking about that for years.
Yeah.
I'm like, why y'all going on Vlad? There's so many black people out here that have platforms. Build their platforms up with these stories. That's how Vlad is getting all that revenue, is because y'all coming on there with exclusive stories on his platform. Like y'all could do that. That's why I was rooting for Shannon Sharp. I was rooting for him because Shannon Sharp actually, when he came on and did his own thing, he took a lot of the volume from Vlad onto his platform. Like a lot of people shifted, and I was good with that, even though I don't really fuck with a lot of shit that Shannon do because it's kind of still mainstream stuff. But the fact that he took it from Vlad and he was the hottest motherfucker out there, I was happy for that. And I was like, that's where you need more stuff off. You need more people to go on that. When you look at the Pivot podcast, I love those brothers. You know what I'm saying? I listen to a Pivot podcast. These dudes are so dope, man. You know, from Crowder to what's the other guy?
Ryan
Clark. You know,
I like Ryan Clark.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, these guys are really doing their thing, and I'm glad that they went and did their own platform, because you don't need no ESPN and all that other circus board shit that got going on with Stephen A. and then the fat Chuck jiving ass Wilcock over there, when I can go on these brothers, listen to exclusive interviews. And what makes it so good is what I tell people all the time: representation matters. And when you have representation of people that look like you, that's genuine, yo, the atmosphere, the energy of the conversation, and the nuggets are being pulled out even more. There is more nuggets being pulled out of a platform like a Shannon Sharp or a Pivot than you would get on Vlad, because you already know when people come on there, it's such a stiff, there's no cohesiveness, there's no energy connection there. It's just like a stage interview. Like, even when you looked at his fat back ass, I don't even like that dude anymore. But when you looked at
Ari
Spears, you
fuck
see
Ari Spears. Yeah, him too.
He like this through the whole interview.
Yep.
Like, everybody you go there, they like this, waiting to answer. There is no.
It's GMO.
Yeah, it's no. Yeah,
it's not organic.
Exactly. So it's like when we do our own stuff, it's grassroots. Like, you got that grassroots energy, that empowerment energy. So I'm like, why are we sitting back doing that? And it goes back to our whole stick that I've been saying for a long time. Why are we not building our own communities, like building back banks, building back the hospitals, building back the Black Wall Street? Why are we so much into integrating with people instead of segregating and doing our own thing where our own collectiveness come out of. Like Major said, we are the culture. Like, why are we giving it away? Like, we can go back to the chitlin circuit. Whenever you fail in life, right? You have moments where you fail in life. They always tell you it's okay. Take 2 steps back in order to quantum leap forward. There is nothing wrong with people saying, you know what? Let me sacrifice something now. Take 2 steps back. Go build something. Go back to the chitlin circus days where we get back to the basics, and then we can build up and start our own stuff instead of just trying to be on somebody else's platform that they don't like what we say. They don't appreciate it, but they're generating money off of it, and we're not gonna get that money that we need to build because we're too busy occupying our time helping somebody else build their dream instead of us building our own for our own people. I hate that shit. So fuck that. Start your own shit. You got Manversations here. We could be on a industry platform, but we wouldn't want to do that because we couldn't be authentic like that. We would have people behind us telling us to water down what we're saying, and then you don't get the authenticness of it. So build platforms like this up. Figure out how you want to invest. And it don't have to be financially. A lot of y'all could be having resources out there. Say, hey, man, I would love to do this or do that. That's the mindset we got to get back into, and I'll land my plane on that.
You ain't telling no lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? It makes my head explode every time I see that. Again, I just want to make sure I put it out there. Shout out to our brother Godfrey for telling this puss-ass cracker off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, business. Yeah, Vlad is not a white person. Vlad is a cracker. You understand? And there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who come around and has low-key disdain for black people, you understand, and really got a problem with us low-key and just pretending that they like us so that they can have access to doing shit that's gonna create revenue for them, that's an enemy. You know, and I'm so tired of these suck butt ass people running back over to Vlad. You know, like Vlad is Jesus Christ of the goddamn internet, bro. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. It's despicable to watch, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say real quick, Major. Remember what I was telling people about the psychological trickiness and passive racists, what they like to do?
Yeah.
What did Godfrey just say about Vlad? He was like, you're fucking low, degenerate ass black women who don't care about black men. And you sit back and utilize that to make it look like that you fuck with black people, but you're really fucking with black folks with black skin that have anti-black views, just like you do. But the world looks at it like, oh, you have a protective barrier around you because you got a black woman now, so you can't be racist.
Right.
Because he wouldn't be with a black woman. Now,
unfortunately,
carry on.
Hey, and unfortunately, and so many of us, we so goddamn stupid, we don't even realize yet that you can be fucking a black person every night and hate black people. You know how many of them goddamn slave masters back in the day was fucking the black slaves and getting them pregnant? What are you talking about? Read a history book sometime. Goddamn. And then, you know, we also have to speak to the certain type of woman. When you start talking about low-level black women, the type of black women that would sleep with the Vlad TV, the type of black women that would do anything for money.
From the diaspora.
Daughters of the slave trade.
Yeah, we got
the slave trade.
Listen, we got a lot of that out here. You understand where I'm coming from? This one right here, tennis star. I say star in air quotes. Tennis star Sasha Vickery has revealed that she charges men $1,000 to go on a date with her. Vickery, 30, is attempting to qualify for the U.S. Open. Now, isn't that interesting? She's a tennis star. She hasn't won anything as of yet. She's attempting to qualify for the U.S. Open. But since she's saying some degenerate fuck shit, look at how they platform her. Look at how they exalt her. You understand? And here's a little excerpt from the article. Off the court, she's raking it in, having launched an OnlyFans, account earlier this year. Vickery has now revealed that she requires a payment to date her, having grown tired of men wasting her time. The American wrote on Instagram this week, I no longer date men for free due to the behavior of men. I now require a pre-date deposit. Send me $1,000 and we can make it happen. My Cash App is, and she actually drops her Cash App in an interview. Wow. Okay. Prior to U.S. Open qualifying this week, Vickery had not played since February due to injury. So we have them exalting people in the media now that are charging men to go on dates. Just you come in I've never heard of this bitch. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't use the term bitch loosely. I don't take kindly to people just, wearing their misandry on their sleeve and they think it's okay. I got a problem with that. There's a difference between a woman and a bitch. This is a bitch. You understand? I've never heard of this woman. You dig? But she's a tennis star and they're exalting her. They're interviewing her. And what she's leading with is not her accomplishments in tennis. It's the fact that she's charging $1,000 to go on a date and she has an OnlyFans. And oh, guess what? She's black. And I don't hear not one black woman pushing back against this narrative. I'm sure there are some out there, but I hear them pushing back against every other narrative. This woman is making y'all look like straight up whores. Since we're speaking about the type of women that would date Vlad. You understand what I'm saying? And she didn't even say any other qualifier. Send me $1,000 Cash App and we'll make it happen. So she'll just go on a date with anybody that sends her $1,000.
Yeah, you got it.
Bruh, what are we doing out here?
Which says a lot, which means basically there's a price tag on your cheeks.
Basically.
Because let's be real, if you're having issues in the dating pool, okay, you don't like what's out there, you don't like how you're being approached.
Yeah.
How is getting $1,000 deposit going to fix or change that? It's not. And also the idea as if the issue is that only men that can't afford that or are unwilling to pay that money are the problematic ones. So there's no rich assholes.
Of course not.
There's no wealthy.
Of course not.
There's no wealthy douchebags that are going to drop down money and then expect you to hand over cheeks in the parking lot before you leave. That's not going to happen. Just
crazy.
But
when I saw this article, I thought it was a parody article. That can't be real. A real professional tennis player. This is a professional tennis player out here putting herself out there like that. It's despicable.
Hey, I'm gonna do her. I'm not gonna say where, but I actually have seen her before in the online dating realm. And when I saw her profile, I saw this was about a year and a half ago, which shows that not much has really changed. But I looked and saw, and when you look at these bios, she just had like pro tennis player, tennis pro, something like that. And normally I just bypass that because people put silly stuff in their bios all the time. But that just seemed an oddly weird and specific thing to put there, even for BS. So
yeah,
I went ahead. Okay, let me see if I can do that. I went up looking up tennis pro, Sasha, spelled the way she did. Did a little scrolling, had to go back a page or two.
Yeah,
and lo and behold, I'm like, wait a second. Oh, that's her. Okay, so
wow.
so she's a WTA tennis professional. Okay. And then I kept scrolling through her profile, and I saw some things that were interesting. Like, oh,
I bet you did.
I see why a quality man who would be interested, and it wasn't anything provocative either, but it was probably more than anything else, her choice of company and what she liked to really bang the drum for. I'm not going to go into details. That's
I'm sure.
But I looked and saw, I said, oh,
I'm sure.
I understand why a solid dude that I'm sure she's looking for would probably make a detour for another option. I can see why.
Isn't there always a reason? Go ahead, Ant. What you got?
No, I was gonna say, don't let the fact that her posting, she just started her OnlyFans, and now she's claiming that she's going on dates for $1,000. Don't let that fact not connect with the fact that Shannon Sharp just settled a major lawsuit with an OnlyFans girl and the amount of money that he was spending on her.
Yeah.
So don't think her ideal wasn't generated based on that.
Very good point. And people don't understand.
It's not going to come from Wimbledon, so ain't got any other options.
Yeah. And this is the thing, you know, women like to whine. Shout out to the WNBA. A lot of women like to whine about how, oh, you know, people don't take it seriously. And you got shit like this going on in sports. You know what I'm saying? And there's a number of WNBA players as well that have OnlyFans and, you know, whatever. And there was a whole controversy around that. And it's like, bruh, if you want to be taken seriously, you have to move like someone that wants to be taken seriously. That's the bottom line. And I'm going to say this again for some of you slow, you know, kids, the short bus kids that are listening. You know, this is very misandrous, very despicable when you start talking shit about, oh, I don't go on dates with people unless they pay me to. That is textbook 101. That is misandry 101. That is saying I hate men. Men are not worthy of being in my presence. And so, yeah, you're going to hear some pushback from the men when you hear shit like this. I hear women say when they see stuff like this, well, why y'all men getting mad? If you can't afford it, you should just move on. Women that we know and you would think have more sense than to say some stupid shit like that. I've heard several of them say it. So I just wanted to put that out there. That's very, very, very much the behavior of a woman who hates men. That there's nothing uplifting about that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And speaking, while we're on that topic, speaking of women who hate men, you know, naturally you want to go to the other side because you want to talk about women who love men and, you know, women who are in situations that are particularly interesting. And you know, you want to switch the conversation because you don't only want to talk about hate, right? You want to talk about love. So, without further ado, our main story today, we're going to get into this shit. We're going to get into this shit because there's a lot to be said here. TSR proposals. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift announced that they are engaged. And Taylor Swift has her caption, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. And, you know, they got this euphoric love picture going, whatever. Now, truth be told, on a clear day, I wouldn't have to cover this story because, you know, we really, you know, we're broad, right? But we speak mostly to Black society. Our audience is mostly Black people. So if you see me bring up two of the whitest people in the world, it's usually because there's some shit going on that Black people got involved. And that brings me to some of my other slides, which are particularly interesting. Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. Why did this man say that he wanted to marry Taylor Swift? Because, bruh, the comments are off the meat rack. Are you seeing these comments? Us queens can look however good we please. At the end of the day, them racist white boys will always go back to their blondes, their ironing board blondes. Whoa. Is that what we're doing? And did I knock you off the stage? I didn't mean to. But yeah, this is what's going on here. So, I mean, they always go back to their roots. They dip in chocolate, then go back to their white privilege. But congrats. I mean, the hate, you can cut it with a knife. Why do y'all think Kayla gives a fuck? This pisses me off. What's wrong with me? He just wanted to experience a Black woman. It was never his preference. I mean, she knows Travis Kelce. He told her that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be true. You did. Dude, these women lost their shit. My favorite one is this one at the bottom. I feel like she proposed to herself on his behalf. I don't know. My intuition is usually never wrong. Bruh. All the man did was propose. He don't like her. He likes financial stability. This man is worth $90 million. He don't like her. He's with her for the money. Get the fuck out of here. What are we doing? Black women, this is some bullshit. Yo, I'm sorry. I got to call it like I see it. A lot of y'all Black women, low key, y'all wish you was white. You wish you was white, or you wish you could have a white man so that you could get as close a proximity to whiteness as possible without actually being white. Because what the fuck kind of Bed Wench Chronicles bullshit is this? What are they talking about? Why are you so goddamn invested in Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's marriage or relationship or whatever? Travis Kelce don't owe you a motherfucking thing. Nothing. He don't know your monkey ass. He don't owe you shit. Why the fuck are y'all spazzing out over the this shit gives me a headache. One more slide I want to make sure I show, and I'm gonna let y'all cook on this, but this just drove me insane. The comments are legendary, bro. But I want y'all to see this. I saw Jason Black talking about this. Shout out to Jason Black. Y'all should be following him if you're not. I saw Jason Black talking about this, and I wanted to make a little chart because I want y'all to understand something. I don't give a shit about Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, or Kayla Nicole, who is a very toxic person, by the way. If you've ever sat down and listened to this woman talk, she is terrible. You understand what I'm saying? But I want people to see this because Jason Black made this point, and it's important. People do not understand that the way that a man presents his woman to the world matters. You understand? And you women run around, you black women, I love black women. That's why I'm banging on y'all right now, because I hate to see y'all crashing out over some bullshit like this. This has nothing to do with you. You understand what I'm saying? But look at the way that he presents Taylor Swift to the world, and look at the way that he presented Kayla Nicole to the world. Which one of those women do you think he values? God damn it, y'all gotta start thinking. Fuck is wrong with you? Y'all do the same dumb shit over and over. You think that this on the right, y'all think that that's a flex. It's not. When a nigga got you out there like that, and there's another picture that Jason Black was showing too, where he has her sitting in his lap and he got her ass in the palm of his hand and whatever. And he looking at her like, he got that sex in his eyes look going or whatever the case may be. Those are the pictures that he put up of Kayla Nicole. You understand what I'm saying? And you see the pictures he has with Taylor Swift. They're all wholesome and shit. Look like they about to start a family. Sisters, those are the types of images that a man who gives a damn about you puts out to the world. Especially when you know that there's a racial dynamic that people are going to pick up on and run with. Travis Kelce, I will give him a little tap on the chin for that. You get a little tap on the chin for that, because you know that people are looking at y'all and there's a racial dynamic, and you know they're going to look at her in a kind of fucked up way, and you putting her out there like that. You know what I'm saying? But to his credit, the one he actually cared about, he didn't put out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Women, y'all got to be smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? And stop allowing white feminists to tell you that showing your ass is empowerment. That's bullshit. And anybody that tells you that that's some real shit is full of bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? I get annoyed when I hear women who are intelligent say things like that. It's nonsense. Y'all go ahead and cook on that. But that one drove me up the wall. I want to give us some time to hash this one out. Go.
What was the #1 movie I told you that I liked from Tyler Perry?
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
No.
I thought that was it. Why Did I Get Married?
No.
The Family that Prays.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3 good movies he got, so it had to be one of them.
The Family That Prays
okay.
was the typical fucking movie that you're seeing that black women are playing out every day and don't realize that Tyler Perry gave you the blueprint.
He gave you some game.
He gave you, man, when I tell you, there's so much gems in that movie. When that lady came to the hotel, when she found out her white husband was cheating, came to the hotel and came and confronts Annihilating and said, he ain't coming here no more. Don't call him no more. And she told her husband, your ass gonna sit here and eat this meal and figure this shit out. You ain't going nowhere. He did not tell his white wife that, nah, I like that black woman, even though I have a illegitimate child with that black woman. He left her ass and the child and went back to his white wife. And the mother told The mother told the white woman when the white woman came, who was played by Kathleen Bates, I think that's her name, Kathleen Bates.
Yeah.
When she came, the wife came to the mother and was like, hey, you know, he's around here. I found out that he was dealing with that black woman. That mother said, she didn't tell her to leave him. She said, you go back there and go get your husband, her son. That's what she told. Even though she didn't like her son, they stay on a code of conduct. That's what he was trying to tell you in the movie. They don't break the code.
Yeah.
They understand what dominance is. They understand you can't snatch what's mine. You will never snatch what's mine.
Yeah.
And she showed her. She got up there, and that wasn't even her character. She went in there and got her man back. So she let him play in the mud.
Yeah.
Clean them up and say, hey, you ain't playing in this mud no more.
Get it out your system. Go ahead and get your midlife crisis out your system. They can go back home.
And we see the same thing played out with Justin Bieber. We see the same thing, Miley Cyrus. We see the same MO go over and over. They play in the mud with black people. Have their fun. Then clean themselves off and go on the other side. The what's the name? Kid
Cudi?
No, the rock star dude.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Was jamming with black people. Then the motherfucker went on the other side. Stop playing in the mud and start being white supremacist to the motherfucking.
Yeah. It's a game.
Back in the day, it used to be when you were rebellious as a white teen, you got into punk rock music and you were doing all the Satanist stuff and you were Marilyn Manson out and everything. And my kids just to understand that used to be the rebellious white person thing to do.
Right.
Now the rebellious white person thing to do is put your hat on backwards or rock your bandana and yo, 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 and do the whole Michael Rappaport. Yo, 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 what up, dog? No, I'm do that. I'm cripped up, fool. I'm blooded up, fool. Yeah, what's up? Date you a black girl, get your hair in cornrows and everything, just to show how down you are, yo, yo, yo. And when it's time to finally grow up and have your come to Hitler moment, then you go back into the side.
I'm glad you said Michael Rappaport because I was getting to him too. Because somebody brought up, I forgot what interview I was watching. Somebody brought up and was like, yo, that motherfucker, Michael Rappaport talks so much shit about black folks, but he got all his shit off of black folks. He did a documentary with Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he was in the black movies, and guess what? When he was in Higher Learning, what did he play? A fucking
racist
white supremacist that killed the innocent black dude. So the psychologicalness that people don't understand how these people can blend with you and then go to the extreme opposite when they're done and be your worst enemy. But yet you guys give them the cool points because of how they rub shoulders with you when they were down in the mud. Fuck them people, man. Understand that these people are chameleon. They'll always be that. If you don't understand how systemic racism works and understand what covert racism and passive racism is, you'll be one lost person out here. And to go further with that, I'll land my plane on this. If you're not careful messing with these people, you can lose your life behind it. I've always went back and told y'all about Jim Jones. Jim Jones killed all them black people. And the reason he was able to do it, because everybody thought he was this cool preacher, this pastor, their friend, and sat back and get you on a suicidal trip outside of your realms. So play with fire, you're gonna get burnt, and I'll land my plane.
No, you ain't told no lies. And you know, this one, I saved this one for last because I really wanted us to drill down on this one and get into like the metaphysics of this particular issue, because this is not the first time that Travis Kelce came around, you know, and did something that black women didn't like, and you know, they lost their goddamn mind. You know, the last time was when he broke up with Kayla Nicole. Now, at the end of the day, he broke up with her 2 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? He's marrying another woman now. Now, if it were a black guy, it still wouldn't matter because these celebrities don't owe you shit. There's so many levels to this. I want to talk about the level of creepy. We're talking about creepy obsessions today. Okay. I want to talk about the level of creepy obsession that makes a lot of sisters think that men of any race owe them something by who they choose to date and don't date that are in the public eye. What is wrong with y'all? Like, real talk. I'm just seeing people just post about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce all goddamn day. You are a black woman. Okay, fine. If you want to talk about, relationships and some women are just in love with the idea of love. It's just, some shit that they do. All right, whatever. If you were doing that with black people, okay. But to do that with these two very white people is just kind of weird. I can't even front. They don't even like Taylor Swift. They don't even watch football. They don't know who these people are. But just because Travis Kelce at one time was dating a black woman or three, he was running through sisters for a minute. You understand what I'm saying? But just because of that, they feel like he one of us. He one of them white boys we gonna invite to the barbecue. And since he went back home, I'm quoting the post that I just made. He went back home. Oh, now he's the enemy. Now he's racist. That woman called Travis Kelce racist because he left a black woman a long time ago and went and married a white woman. He's a white man. What are you talking about? It is a creepy damn obsession. Like, what is wrong with these women? How old are y'all? These hoes old too. Talking this dumb shit. They old. What are you doing? I'm sorry, bro. It's like the 13th grade on Facebook sometimes, or Instagram, or wherever. Because I got those comments from Instagram. I do most of my correspondence on Facebook, and then there's also Twitter. But everywhere you see sisters just spazzing out about Travis Kelce. Oh God, we lost a good brother. What brother? He doing what he's supposed to do. What are you talking about? Yo, that shit is wild, though. Like, so I'm saying this to the fellas. I'm talking to the fellas now. When you get out here and you start dating women and you start talking to them, it's very, very important that you really examine them and do thorough vetting, because you need to understand their general psyche. There is something mentally wrong with a person who thinks like that. There's a serious mental deficiency. You need to be very careful about that person, because that person has issues with race and loving themselves.
Hey,
go ahead.
Real quick, before you go, Bobby. Nobody
Bobby already went.
Nobody talks about.
He did? Okay.
No, I don't think Bobby went. No.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Nobody talks about how nobody's getting on Taylor Swift. You notice that Taylor Swift is the straight victim here. Like, she's not getting no backlash, no nothing.
Just a little. Black women are talking about the fact that she built like a surfboard and the other girl got a body. Like, that matters. But go ahead.
Yeah, but that don't even matter, because just like how the black women think that because a man gets old that he can't get the same quality of person like a woman who gets old. Bullshit. Long as you got money. Taylor Swift is the same way. This girl is worth $1.6 billion. Don't care if she got an iron board back. There's plenty of dudes out there that love to run down her bathwater more than you, and you could be built like the most BBL woman in the world.
Come on now.
Dog, nobody is holding Taylor Swift accountable for her being the breadwinner over a man that makes $60 million and she has $1.5 billion. This man is sitting here getting his bills paid. She's paying for the dinners and the high luxury stuff that they go on. Nobody's complaining about her doing that. But the minute this man was with this black woman, everybody was getting on Kelce for saying why he wasn't sponsoring her, why he wasn't giving her money, and why she came out talking about she had to go half on bills and stuff like that. She had to tell people like, he wasn't giving me no money like that. So it made you even look real bad, because you had this hopes, like a lot of these women messing with a celebrity, hoping that you get pregnant by them and you get a paycheck. And a lot of these men know that, the smart ones know that I can play with you, but I can play with you cautiously. Then I can discard you because I have no attachments. And that's exactly what he did. You think this man isn't going to go and get this woman pregnant? As flat board as she is, this man probably raw dogging, hoping that he get her pregnant.
Yeah.
And y'all don't even talk about that because y'all so fixated on the other side and having this woman here as a victim, and y'all don't talk about that. So, and I saw the hypocrisy and the irony of that point, and I just wanted to make that. But go ahead, Bobby.
That's an excellent point. And bird brain logic strikes again. It just is what it is. You know, they pick and choose when they want to be fake offended by something. Go ahead, Bobby Drake. What you got, Bobby?
To paraphrase the great legendary Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi, I felt a disturbance in the Force. As if millions of bed wenches suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. Chef's kiss. Splendiferous chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
You know, y'all said some really thorough things, understandably, about the situation. One of the things that stood out to me, and it was obvious, I'm sure it stood out to you all as well, too, but I saw these comments. I laughed. I also partly cried inside because, you know, as funny as it is, and while it's so wonderful to watch,
it's still pathetic.
Trash bag people, you know, get their hopes and dreams dashed. It's awesome. But at the same time, because I am who I am, for better for worse, the team sucks. We get this, but it's still my team. I don't have another team to play for. I am on this team. And unfortunately, these women wear my uniform.
Yeah.
And so it hurt me to just sit back and like, damn, we really going out sad.
Yeah.
All I can think is we have to unplug Earth. We have to reboot the Earth. We simply must. Someone do it already. But out of all the comments, and I saw all the spazzing out and the crashing out going on, every little snipe and diss that was made towards Taylor Swift and talking about how he fumbled. What got to me is because, and even though it's tough to do at times, I want to really emphasize that this is unfortunate. Fortunately, this is not all the Black women. This is a contingent of Black women, and it's important to keep that in the front of our minds.
Agreed.
This is a contingent.
Agreed.
It's very easy to see this and just think it's all of none. Keep that in mind. This is not all the sisters, but it's important to know when you talk about these particular women, how base and shallow and how rudimentary they are.
Yeah.
Every comment was talking about how he fumbled because he lost a woman that was better looking than Taylor Swift. Oh, he went with her for the money. Oh, he went with her because, you know, he decided he was going to go get with a flat backside ironing board built woman. But I noticed, and it was very telling, that not one. I saw the remarks on X/Twitter, saw them on Instagram, Facebook, I saw them on Threads. I didn't see not one single solitary bedwench.
I know where you're going.
Mentioned that he fumbled the ball with Kayla because Kayla was the better woman. Because Kayla was the kinder woman. She was the more feminine woman.
Come on.
She was the more intelligent woman.
Come on.
She was the more nurturing woman. She was the more pleasant woman. She had the better character. She had more integrity. I didn't see any internal attributes whatsoever mentioned.
None.
When it was discussing how he lost the ball, he fumbled. Not one. I don't want to hear anyone talk about how shallow men are when these women themselves are only fixated on the looks.
Facts.
As if as if one of the oldest adages out there isn't, for every bad chick, there's a dude tired of dealing with her. As if beautiful women don't get dropped all the time for being piece of crap, garbage, lazy, pillow princess, not involved. They just dump out, as if that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Facts.
Nothing about the character. That says a lot about how you see and how you view yourselves. For you, the only thing you have going is the body. If it's not your physical, if it's not sex, you lose. You have nothing else to offer. And that's why you see the BBL culture, the focus on all these plastic surgeries that we never historically used to get.
Right. And that men, broadly speaking, do not like.
I'm old, I'm young, but I'm still old enough to vividly remember anytime you saw a woman go and get plastic surgery, Botox, everything else, we used to laugh at that. Wow, that's for white women, that's for non-black women. Look at them getting these surgeries and procedures to look like black women.
Yeah.
And now you got the black women going to look like non-black women, or worse, going to look like caricatures of themselves.
It's bad.
That's where your mind is at. Something else that was very interesting that a dude might point out is also the intelligence of Travis Kelce. This was not a dumb football player.
Not at all.
Because remember, and it's not just conjecture, because people try to make it out like, oh, why y'all talk about Kaylin saying things she never saw? No, it was reported, and she did speak out in the interviews as well, too. But Barstool was the first to put out there that the key issue as to why they broke up was that Kelce wanted her to pay her half of their expenses. And even though they were dating for so long, he made sure to never marry her. Most importantly, he never put a baby in her. Here's the rub. Here's the rub. The reason, and I'm going to put this on her, I can't say for certainty, but I'm going to still put it on her all the same.
Okay.
One of the key reasons why there was so much issue about his spending with her, giving money to her, is because even if they never tied the knot, they were together about 5 years, that could still, in some cases, have been considered a common law marriage.
Correct. Correct.
If they got married, even though there are no children in the picture, if they get married but they got divorced, remember, in the courts, the first thing the courts take a look at is who was spending what on bills? What was the division of the expenses?
Yep.
And while you still have to pay something if you get divorced, if you go 50-50, you are going to have to break off the minimum, even as the breadwinner with her. But if you are footing all the bills, you're going to get hit with everything because, according to the courts, as the breadwinner, you have to maintain the lifestyle that you had them accustomed to. Even if you didn't put it, he refused to go and do anything more for, I'm not going to give you a child, I'm not giving you a ring until we get this whole finance issue sorted out.
Facts.
And because she refused to go ahead and back off that, he's like, well, you know what? I'm trying to have my family. I'm trying to have a serious relationship. You're not willing to count that, so that's the end of us. He got with Taylor. There's no question about bills and none of that stuff. And I'm pretty positive Travis is going to try to hit her up in divorce court like that if they divorce. I'm pretty sure he's not going to do that. But he doesn't have to worry about his finances. And Taylor's always been, Taylor's one of the most savvy artists in the music industry right now. Please believe they get married, he's going to be signing some ironclad contract where she ain't going to give a dime. And I'm sure he's fine with that.
Yeah.
Because typically men don't come for the resources like that. That's not why men get married. So all the talk about, oh, he got with a billionaire. Dude's got his own bank. He ain't pressed like that.
It's ridiculous. It's just a dumb talking point.
But this is projection. That's their thinking pattern. So therefore, we try to rob you all the bags. So therefore, he has to be the same. No, we're not the same, boo. So pre-game. I'm game.
I actually salute that part of the game when it comes to Kelce, because he did protect his assets in the best way. You know what I'm saying?
One other thing real quick, and I don't know if I kicked this to us earlier, but because I'd be remiss if I didn't draw the parallel.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Let's go to A Tale of Two Cities. So we're just leaving Snowville. Let's go down to Minority Land. The funny thing is, news just dropped. I'm sure you guys probably saw it recently, that singer Mario, he's been dating on the wild and the low, but he is officially getting ready to step into the fatherhood game with his Latina girlfriend. And the funny thing is, boy, the comments I've been seeing about that, the betrayal, how could you?
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing, because the talk among these types, this contingent of sisters for the longest has been, we don't care about what black men do if they're going out. We don't care about what they do. Just don't talk down about black women. That's been the talk.
That's what they say.
Unless I'm aware of it, I've never seen Mario say anything remotely sideways about sisters or black people, period.
Me neither.
Nothing controversial.
Me neither.
So this right here is the poster boy for dating interracially, being about his business, not speaking down about black women. And yet I'm seeing so many salty, bitter remarks about who he's dating. Oh, he's got her pregnant. Why he couldn't date a black woman? I didn't know he's dating her. So
these women are unhinged, bro. Like it's wild out here. The mentality.
It's cool when we do it. The problem when they do it. The obsession, the policing, the entitlement.
Yeah, it's wild. That's why I had to do this show today. And shout out to all the real sisters out there holding it down. You know, if you just going about your business and you out here dating and you happy go lucky, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? But we got some crazies out here that are wearing your uniform and our uniform as well, representing us rather poorly, and we're calling them out. I love black women. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I'll show you right now how much I love black women, because I do this every week. God damn it.
This is the Crown Check segment where we honor our queens. Respect.
All right. You know, like I said, I love black women. You know what I'm saying? But I do not love bullshit, and I call it out every time I see it. You dig? But black women, shout out to our good sisters. We're going to talk today on the Crown Check about our good sister, Alina Annalay McWhorter. She's back, dog. She's back. Youngest med student ever makes history again as the youngest master's graduate this time at 15 years old. She made history the last time, being accepted into medical school at 13 years old. Now she's graduating with her master's at 15 from Fort Worth, Texas. Just became the youngest black student ever accepted into U.S. medical school. And if that doesn't scream black girl magic as its highest frequency, I don't know what does. While most teens are just entering high school, she's entering the University of Alabama at Birmingham, Hersing School of Medicine through the Burroughs Welcome Scholars Early Assurance Program, a pathway designed to elevate black excellence into spaces that have long tried to keep us out. That is our sister. She is wonderful. She is precious. She is doing great things. That is today's Crown Check. I love to see this. And again, I want to make sure I put this out there too, because shout out to her stellar accomplishment, right? You know, getting her master's, you know, in biology at this young age of 15 years old. But I want to also make another point. I want to piggyback on top of that too, because you remember when Lori Harvey was dating Michael B. Jordan, and you know, they broke up, whatever. Apparently he wanted to get married and she didn't. Long story short, you know, apparently she didn't want to marry yet for whatever reason. She never said exactly what the reason was. But the birds, they decided that it was because she was too young to get married. And bruh, we got to get off of that type of thinking. That is setting yourself up for failure, sisters. You know what I'm saying? Black people, black women especially. You got a lot of y'all, you would be doing just fine if you weren't taking advice from some of these old ass birds that don't have nothing to pass down. You understand what I'm saying? I see them every day just talking stupid and giving you, you know, very unfortunate information. I need some of y'all to hit up our sister Mila Renee and talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Or hit up some of our other sisters. I can send you to some sisters. I can find some sisters for you to talk to if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Because I see this pattern constantly, you know, with older women who have failed at many, many, many things in life and still failing in most instances, giving young sisters very bad information and very bad advice. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, how young this sister is, graduating from medical school, man, with a master's. And, you know, as she grows and she gets older, you know, she's going to meet a young man or whatever the case may be. And I would like to see her, because this show is still a focus on dating and relationships and black love. I would like to see her meet a young black man and tie the knot early in her life while she's still in her prime, while she still has the most to offer. These old birds out here telling you to go shake your ass for 10 damn years and wait till you married when you're damn near 30. When most men are not checking, to try to marry a woman. That's terrible advice. Young women, do great things when you are young. Do not go around here playing, with all type of stupidity in your head, watching reality TV and trying to emulate the behavior of the women there. Don't do that shit. You understand? I can't teach you how to be a woman, but I know what a woman look like. You dig? And I can help you find what a woman look like if you want to emulate your behavior after somebody instead of listening to some of these birds. Be like this young sister. Be like some of the other young sisters, the two sisters that came on here with the debate win. You know what I'm saying? Use your mind. Put your mind first, because that will get you a lot farther than presenting with your ass before anybody sees what you have to offer as an individual. I'll park the Chevy. Go ahead, take us home, fellas.
Yeah, man. Great crown check. Love to see it, man. This girl is just keep breaking records. I would love to see. Hopefully, I'm on this earth long enough to see her really make her mark and her legacy, because the pace that she's going on now, she's definitely going to be somebody impactful for our future. So, shout out to her, man, and
it's legendary.
And her support system. Shout out to the support system. A lot of times we look at the person that is out here doing it, but it takes a team to get behind them for them to get on that path to achieve that. So her support system, whether it's her good friends around her, her family members, a mentor, teachers that support her on her journey, that helped her out, that whole team needs credit as well, man. So definitely that young sister, man. Great show tonight. I hope you guys took the gems that we were giving you. It's real serious. I think people don't understand how serious it is out here until you realize that in the next 5 years, when AI kick in, that you guys are going to have to do what you need to do now in an emergency state in 5 years. So right now is the time for you to start building, start executing, doing what you need to do with your friends, your family, your community, get it stronger. Also making sure that you are linking up with somebody, because I just saw a report the other day that it said nowhere in the United States you can live by yourself with $40 an hour, something like that, which makes sense because now the rent is so high nowadays. You really have to be with two people, whether that's a roommate or whether that's your significant other, in order to survive. And it's about to get harder because with the AI coming in, a lot of job positions are being lost. So you really need somebody in your backbone. Somebody else, you get that mate, they'll be the ones to help carry you till you get to that transitional point. But you as a man out here and you don't have a woman on your side to hold you down on your backbone just in case you slip, or you as a woman that's running out here and you don't have nobody to help you out if you slip, because these jobs could get cut at any minute. I think they just put a law into Texas now that said they have to give you a warning before they just cut the job. So if you don't live inside Texas and these other states that's giving you warnings, you have to prepare yourself. And that's what made 1920, the Black Wall Street, and our elders so strong, because they had not only a strong household structure, but they also had a strong household community. If they didn't have food to eat on, put on that table, they can go next door and knock on their neighbor's door and get a slice of bread to feed them until they got to the next thing, and then, return the favor to their neighbors. It was a lot of bartering going on in our communities. You don't have that bartering option now. So if we're not building that back, we are really, really dooming ourselves in the long run. So I just land my plane on that and give you guys that golden nuggets on moving forward.
Thanks. Bobby Drake, take us home.
Man, big ups to that young sister. That is amazing. At this rate, they're going to have to start building and creating record books and records for her to break, because they're not going to be able to keep up no more. She's at an amazing pace. And the crazy thing is, it's not like she's just doing advanced school for education or social science or whatever. She's in school for medicine, med school. We're talking a subject and a course load that puts grown adults quivering in their boots. It's hard.
Yeah.
And here she is, just
killing it.
Amazing. And I know, because I know she's bright. Clearly, she's capable. But as bright as she is, she's still a child. There's no way that you're able to make those kind of accomplishments, like Ann said, if you don't have a solid family and village support structure in place. You can be the heaviest anvil there is, but if your platform is weak, you can just fall right through. So big ups to them for properly protecting her and helping her to go ahead and reach her dreams and be the best that she can be. You know, that young lady is definitely inspiration for a lot of children coming up, but her family and support system should be a huge inspiration for the rest of us. So all my parents and soon to be parents, people desire to become parents. If you don't already have that village in place now, start building it, putting it together. Make sure you have solid people around you that can be that nest for your children to make sure that greatness can be properly maintained and fostered, because we have too many of our young people, unfortunately, get swept up in all other kind of nonsense. You'd be surprised at who's the next big thing right now that's caught up in street life, or got knocked and became teen mothers or became teen fathers, and they got to think of other things and they can't properly nurture that greatness because they got BS to deal with. So go ahead, put it together right now. Thank you for rocking with us for another week.
Yeah.
Made sure we dug our fingers into the muck and mire a little bit so y'all wouldn't have to, and really get into this whole obsession culture that we've got going on, this entitlement culture, and really just how entitlement is this nasty disease that has a lot of different symptoms and little tree branches going out all over the place. You know, make sure we go ahead and curtail this. Let's bring shame back in. Let's make sure when we see entitlement, we call it out for what it is. When we see this obsession culture, make sure that we're checking it. Do not let this run rampant without your say so. They talk about, if you see something, say something, same rules apply. And speaking of, if you see something, say something, look, I know doggone well you done seen us up here. You heard us up here. You seen us. I need you to say something. Go ahead and hit that share button. Pass this game out. All your social medias. Email your friends and family, your co-workers. Email your boss. Give him some gems to go with his morning coffee. While you're at it, if you haven't already, hit the like button. Do that. And that bell icon. Hit that one time and subscribe to all of our notifications. You will only get disturbed by us when we have gems to share. And of course, when it's time for us to go live and for you to kick it with us. Want to give a big ups to all of our social media crew, our YouTube gang, our IG heads, our Facebook fam, everybody that's rocking with us. We appreciate y'all. Much love. Have a safe and happy Labor Day weekend. We'll catch y'all next week. Same time, same place, same space. This guy over here, they call him Major Gage. My Kango brother in Christ. He is the Anthony Malcolm, and I am yours truly, the prestigious Bobby Drake. And together we are Manversations 2020.
Yeah.
Manversations. Man up. Manversations. Man up. Manversations. Man up. Manversations.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
Manversations. Man up. Manversations. Man up. Manversations. Man up.
A place where we inform.
Manversations.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
You gotta eat what you kill. You gotta go out there, you gotta hunt for your meals.
We all have that ability to connect with people, to be that motivational person in somebody's life.
You gotta let people know there's certain lines you don't cross, and that there's gonna be consequences if you do.
Man up.
If you are an adult and you are in a relationship, that person's emotions are not your responsibility.
Man up. Manversations. Man up. Manversations. Man up. Manversations.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
The devil, during slavery, destroyed the masculinity or manhood of the so-called Negro. No man. No man. Right now you got to be trained all over again to be a man.
When someone is obligated to do something, it is binding upon them to do. And failure to do it causes reaction.
Man up.
Position make you rich. I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life forever.
If that people knew that glorious path, if that people knew that glorious path, if that people knew that glorious path, then they would be more inclined to respect themselves.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
Manifestations. Man up. Manifestations. Man up. Manifestations. Man up.
A place where we inform.
Manifestations.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
You want to tell me about yourself? Go get your friends. I'll tell you who you are based on who your friends are.
Don't just live and die. That's an ugly existence. Make your life matter, make your life count. Live a life where people can actually mourn you for the things you left behind, not just because you were around and existed.
We need strong black nuclear family.
Yes. Yes.
That's what it is. Mother, father, son, daughter, all in the same house with a focus on the family unit as a whole.
We had Tulsa, Atlanta, New Jersey, Detroit. We had Rosewood. We had Black Wall Streets all over.
The Republicans aren't for us, but the Democrats aren't for us either. And we should have no alliance to any political party. We only have alliance to what is in our own best interest.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
Manifestations. Man up. Manifestations. Man up. Manifestations. Man up.
A place where we inform.
Manifestations.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.
At the end of the day, as men in the community, we must stand together and be counted, because people look to us for guidance, leadership, and protection. And if we are not about that business, we are not on our job. Here we have grown-ass man conversations in the spirit of that purpose. Anthony Malcolm, Bobby Drake, Major Gage, we are. This is Manifestations 2020.
Manifestations. Man up. Manifestations.
A place where we inform, build, and inspire.